Hello everybody, Jean here. This is part 2 or the follow-up to the video and X post I published yesterday. We're looking at anomalies in Clark, and if you remember, I presented this strange crescent-shaped object with a perpendicular disk next to it. So this is a look at the remaining anomalies in that huge JP2 photograph. This site is located in Terra Sirenum. I received dozens of comments on my X post, and some of them were quite disturbing and I must say not really pleasant at all. But anyway, I'm going to address some of the comments that were raised in this video. So some people have said they can't find the anomaly I presented, but they're not downloading the high resolution JP2 black and white map projected file. They're actually looking for that anomaly in this low resolution image, and I'm afraid to say you're not going to find it because that anomaly is way too small to find in this low res photograph. You need to download the JP2 black and white map projected file. It is huge, 1.3 gigabytes in size, and then to view it you need HiView right there. You can download it for free off the NASA site. Let's have a look. You can click download and you don't have to register. You can skip this process or step and then download HiView for your particular operating system, and then open that JP2 in this HiView program. Click on the image and click actual size. Then you'll see detail that you can't see in the low resolution black and white. So please download the JP2 black and white map projected file. It has a resolution of 25 centimeters per pixel. And there was a comment that the satellite can't photograph anomalies that are so small, but yet the high-res camera can take high-resolution photographs at 25 centimeters per pixel. That means an object about a meter across will resolve in the JP2 high-resolution photograph. So yeah, folks, I mean, what else can I say? And with all my X posts, I include a link to my YouTube channel video. The reason I do that is because my videos on YouTube go into a lot of depth and detail, and unfortunately, X isn't the appropriate platform for that. I mean, we're only limited to a certain number of characters, so all the detail that you'll find for a particular anomaly that I post on X, please click on my YouTube link. That takes you to the YouTube video for that particular post. So what else can I ask for, folks? Please do a bit of research, check out the link, and in it you'll also find the original link to the appropriate NASA page where you can download the appropriate file and then open it in HiView, then start searching for the anomaly. Please, folks, let's be reasonable. So to get back to the subject matter at hand, we're looking at the photograph called Clark Crater Floor Deposits. It was acquired on the 15th of December 2007 at a resolution of 25 centimeters per pixel. And this is the file that I found it in. And this is what the low-res black and white looks like. And some of the anomalies that show up in the high-resolution version of this photograph are some of these white dots that litter the site. So the site we're analyzing is located in Clark, right there, at roughly 55 degrees, 5 minutes south 133 degrees 39 minutes west. And here is a crop from that huge JP2 black and white map projected file, 1.3 gigabytes in size. I've opened it in HiView, right-clicked on the image and said actual size, the option actual size. And this is what you get. So this is 1-to-1 scale, actual size. And you can use that 25 centimeters per pixel to determine how huge these anomalies are. So there's even a tool in HiView that can measure distance in pixels as well. So according to NASA's data, with the elevation of the sun at 25 degrees and the length of that shadow, this part there that casts that shadow is about 4 meters tall, and the crescent part at the base is about 7 to 7.5 meters across. And also there's another thing I want to mention. If you look at the size of these things, a cell phone or a mobile screen is not going to be large enough to view these anomalies. So I highly recommend even bigger than a laptop screen, like a gaming monitor. That's what I use. And that's what makes it easier to identify these anomalies. And then the upscaling software I use is very sophisticated. Topaz Labs released Gigapixel, which I use to enhance images, to upscale them. You can't get this level of detail with a magnifier in your operating system or the standard Paint or Photoshop. You need a proper sophisticated tool like Gigapixel to upscale and enhance these anomalies. Otherwise, they're just going to be blurry and you can't see any detail. Right, here's that illustration I put together. And the astronauts are 2 meters tall in this illustration. So this is what I speculate we're looking at. It's an artist's impression. Right, let's get on with the remaining anomalies. We're looking at the item there. And I've included a scale indicator for you guys that you can use to measure how big these things are. So that there's about 5 to 7 meters in length. It's got a nice rectangular shape to it, uniform in its width, nice straight edges and right angles. Right, then we're looking at the strange layered item over there. It looks like 3 blades of a vent, some type of sheet metal. Who knows for sure, folks, but that there looks highly metallic, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look at the object over there. That's 2010, so that's about 5 meters across. Got a neat circular base. Get that shadow that's being cast, so this is hollowed out. And then this rectangular item, this strange protruding part on the one side. Right, let's zoom in on this piece. It looks like we have an opening to this part, this rectangular piece jutting out of that opening. Okay, let's have a look at the item over there. Very strange. There's a neat block as well. And again, the heck's going on there? It looks like sheet metal. A nice rectangular opening over here on the one side. Could that be some type of wreckage? Right, let's have a look at this. This is about 8 meters across. It's got like a dome-like part on the inside. and then this part arches around it, like a little wall or a container. Right, let's have a look at this. Very bright. So this is about 4 meters across, and it's got nice symmetry and geometry to it. Even the shadow it casts is symmetrical. So this is a rather strange block, almost like a cylinder, you could say. Right, let's have a look at this. Also quite tall to get that long shadow it casts. So it's about 5 meters tall. It's also got this circular part around it. Darker disc inside what looks like a rectangular opening. Right, the arrangement of these 3 objects is rather intriguing. Could be natural, I know, but we've got a depiction of a triangle there. And this part just slightly offset to the left of what would be the apex. And then underneath it, we've got an oval base. Smooth, flat surface to it as well. Right, let's have a look at the item over there to the left. This is about 4 meters across. And again, this looks like a dish that's perpendicular to the surface, and it's got a neat round base to it. Right, let's have a look at those 2 parts. Looks like we have this long narrow part extending out of the center of that top piece, going across and then linking up with the smaller part, and then that continues through to the bottom left. It's almost like a bridging part. Right, let's have a look at this. It's that strange igloo part. This is about 8 meters across. Neat rectangular slot there, and parallel to it, another one over here to the right. Very intriguing. Right, let's have a look at the object over there. It's about 4 to 5 meters in diameter. Neat circular outline. Hollowed out with a small part inside the center of that hollowed out piece. Right, let's check that out. It looks almost like a hanger, an opening, and this rectangular part sticking out of the opening. Definitely open on this one side. Right, check out this. It's about 10 meters in length. This part on top, neatly arranged, parallel with this one side. Then it's got a small sphere to the bottom left, right through the center of this, like I had it there. And then the item over here, about 3 to 4 meters in diameter. Another neat disc. And that smaller raised area inside. And then we get to the item I featured yesterday. on X and on my YouTube channel. So I've said everything I need to about that one. And then the strange disc over there, a neat geometric and symmetric disc. Right, let's check that out. It's about 4 meters across. Very odd. You can see the outline of that round part underneath. Looks highly reflective, almost metallic in nature. About 4 to 5 meters across. Another one of those oval disc shapes. Also casts a neat symmetrical shadow. That's straight up. This is about 4 meters to 3 meters across. This looks like a half a dome, open on the one side with a small disc in that opening. And the shadow that's being cast, this looks like a half a dome. Right, check this piece out. It's about 4 meters across. Another neat disc. It's got this arching part surrounding the top left. Right, check this out, folks. This looks almost as if it's semi-transparent. Also dome-like in shape. Check out the shadow it casts. It's rather weird that you can actually see this bottom right part. It almost appears as if this thing is illuminating itself, because you'd expect that to be in the shadow, to be darker as well. Looks like some type of glass. And the light refracts inside it, and that's why we can see this part illuminated over here to the bottom right. It's very intriguing. Right. This is about 5 to 6 meters across. And like that one I showed in the beginning, it's got 3 sort of louvers, like a ventilation type look to it. Right, let's check this out. Again, it looks like these have been arranged in a triangular pattern, triangular geometry. Check that disc, and it's open on the right hand side. Another disc, it's about 6 meters in diameter, and it's got a rectangular part on the surface. Or is it ramping up with a hollowed out part? Yeah. Right, check this out. This is about 4 meters in diameter. Another disc hollowed out the small feature on the inside. Let's go down there, the bottom left. And in a previous video recently, I featured these strange disc-like anomalies with like pie slice pieces joining together to form the disc. Now we can see that pattern again, and it's hollowed out on this one side. Right, that piece there is, let's see, 2010. So that's about 4 to 3 meters in diameter. Another disc shape. And it seems to be open on the right hand side. And then this is rather strange. So this is about 8 meters across. I don't know what to make of this. Check out the straight edges. And then this feature on the top. Looks like this bright part is a layer on top of this larger piece. Okay, let's zoom down to that site to give you some context as to where this is located on Mars. So we have over here to the right, that area is called Ionia Terra. To the left, this is called Terra Chimeria, and then this area here, where we also find the Mars 3 lander, the Soviet lander, is called Terra Sirenum. Then we have Clark, which is a circular depression named after the American optician and astronomer. There's the photograph that I analyzed, that I extracted the anomalies from. So let's quickly scroll through those again. There's a ton of anomalies in this one. It's one of the biggest photographs I've ever analyzed. My apology if this is jumping a bit, folks. There are many thumbnails in this, so it is going to be a bit jumpy. I don't have a very high-end computer. Right. Thanks again to everyone who has subscribed to my channel over the years and for supporting my work in research. I appreciate it very much. So please remember, folks, when I post something on X, and I've included the YouTube link, please go and watch the video so that you can see the detail and the information for that particular post. I won't include all this detail in one X post. There is just not enough space in one X post. So please, people, let's be civil and kind, and let's please respect one another. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye for now.